We will reconvene. Thank you for your patience, for those that waited patiently. And we will now retrace our steps and move back to the items on our agenda, and we will vote. In private session, we have gone through correct process, proposed the motion, seconded it, debated it, and we are ready to vote on them. Councillor Blake.
Just a quick point of order. There was some stuff discussed within the confidential time that I would like restated on the public record, please. Just that there will be no more disposal of assets before the new policy is that is the will of the full council is thing, which was an agreement we made within that time. It'd be nice to state that on the public record.
Wendy.
Thank you, Chair. And just to confirm that your work programme for this committee does not have any disposals on it. There will not be any coming forward in advance of the asset disposal policy going to full council for agreement.
That, Chair, thank you. Just to ratify that for the public record.
We will move then through them one at a time, and the Columbine. We've read the recommendation. It has been proposed. We've agreed it. So those in favour of the recommendation, please show. This is a Columbine. This is 5C. Thank you. Have you made a note of that? Those against? Councillor Jarman. No abstentions. We will move on to item 5D, sale of the former Sandham Middle School. Again, with a proposer and a seconder. Those in favour of the recommendation, please show. You have that. And those against? Councillor Jarman. And no abstentions. I will move on to item 5E, the sale of Elmdon Highfield Road. Repeat the process. Those in favour, please show. So repeat. And those against? Councillor Jarman. And I will move on finally to the sale of Thompson House site, Sandy Lane, Newport. And those in favour of the recommendation, please show. That's a repeat. Those against? Councillor Jarman. Thank you, councillors, for your patience in working through this learning curve for us all. I will move on to the committee work plan. Just before I do, and we'll ask for comments, Chris needs to make a comment about that. Chris.
Thank you, Chair. I would just like to amend with your approval the local council tax support scheme 2627. That in fact is the consultation on the local council tax support scheme. I'd like to amend that to say to actually put 3 dates in the work plan. The first date being the 4th of September, which should be a report to you to outline the proposed consultation. A second date of the 8th of January for you to receive the results of the consultation, and then both of those obviously to this committee, and then the 21st of January to full council for the actual decision on local council tax support scheme. Thank you.
Thanks for that, Chris. We're all happy with that. I think it makes sense. Any other comments on our work plan, Councillor Jarman?
I'd like to request that an item is put on the work plan for distribution of the monthly accounts of Isle of Wight Council to the members of this committee 2 weeks after the end of every calendar month as produced. Thank you.
Is that something capacity-wise that you can do, Chris?
Not in 2 weeks, no. So if it's the will of the committee and they would like to receive a monthly report, that is something that we can provide. But we obviously provide it through our normal reporting timescales.
What is the impediment for producing the monthly accounts? Because they are produced by the council internally. What is the impediment for releasing those to this committee in a timely manner? Certainly within you can define which day of the following month they can be released, as long as we know what that date is, no later than.
The impediment is just the time it takes us to go through the forecasting process. The actuals are relatively meaningless without a forecast. And a forecast of the outturn position is something that is done in conjunction with both finance professionals as well as the service managers themselves. They know what the future looks like. We know what the past looks like. And the joining together and the discussion around what the forecast outturn happens to be takes more than a 2-week process. So that's the only impediment. Just for clarity, I'm not suggesting that the reporting to the committee will be anything other than is our normal practice.
So which day can they be released to us following the end of each calendar month?
Can I just get clarification on the question? Are you asking for just a report to be sent out at a point in time, or for reporting to actual committees?
I'm not asking for a report. I'm just asking for release of the month-end accounting for each calendar month to the members of this committee. For the avoidance of any doubt, actuals are sufficient. Thank you.
I think perhaps a discussion outside of the meeting so that we can work with you to provide you with something meaningful, because I think what you're asking for is something that may not be meaningful for you and would be a resource drain for the Isle of Wight Council.
Thank you, Chris. If you're happy, I'm not sure in the new system who would do that with Chris, but we'll have to work through this to find out how this committee can get the information it needs.
Happy to meet with CFO to discuss that and bring a proposal back to the committee if you'd like, Chair.
Now, the point is who, to discuss it with whom? Councillor Blake.
Can I ask how the previous system, how that received the, perhaps Councillor Jarman's after, with what regularity was received in the previous system? Excuse my naivety on that. I've never done it. And perhaps, so I think essentially what Councillor Jarman is after is this committee receives the same reporting that the previous cabinet system received, and to what regularity that was at.
Very, very happy to do that. If I wasn't clear with Councillor Jarman, that was what I was proposing in the first instance. And we do have a process to go through, partly which I explained, and then partly there's a collective oversight of the overall position by the corporate management team, at which point the overall forecast could change again. And at that point, that is the point that in the past we would report to the next available corporate leadership team, which included the cabinet informally, and we're quite happy to follow a similar process and timescale with this committee.
Thanks, Chris. You're happy with that? Yeah. Okay. Any further comments on the work plan? No further comments. Therefore, it is 7:15. I will close the meeting. Thank you all. Thank you for your support, officers, and your perseverance. Thank you for your perseverance also in what is somewhat of a learning curve of a process. So your patience is well received. Thank you all.